Okay, welcome back to the Roofing Estimator Pro web-based training series. We're going to go ahead and log back into the software. We get started last time with the company data. We'll go ahead and do that, and we're going to go into the suppliers and take a look around and see what these are all about. Now, roofing supplier, we've got a test in here, and basically any of the things that you put in with roofing suppliers, you're going to need to fill all these in, and this is just basically a test for products, adjustment. If you want to, do some estimating or any type of measurements, you're going to have to add products in so you can have them in the drag down menu. Adding a simple product is going in, putting the name of the supplier, product name, adjustments. All this stuff has to be filled in that has a required red star beside it. So make sure you fill all those in. Like if you wanted to do something with I'll just go ahead and click on a roofing supply. Let's see what we have here. I've got some hundreds and hundreds of different products that are in there. I'll go ahead and put like, let's see here. Let me go in 20 at a time. And go down to number 6. See what we got in here for roofing materials, roofing labor. There's so many you can put in here, and really I'll put up my whole database in here, so it's pretty cool. Now shingles, like a 3-tab or any type of product image you want to put in, you can also click to images and add a new record, and what that will do is bring up a box that says product images or customer images. Go ahead and select a product that you like, and I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see if I give this some 3 tabs or Oak Ridge. I'll just go ahead and put an Oak Ridge in there, driftwood, and we'll just go ahead and upload that. And you're going to see that it's going to bring the photo in, and just name it weathered wood or whatever color. You can get all these samples at either Certainty, you can get it from GAF, you get it from ICO, Owens Corning, and you can use those for your database, for images for your contracts. If you really want to like doctor these up and really make them look nice, you can really dress up the contracts and really give the people the wow factor when they go ahead and look at your products. Now you've got the colors. You can always add any image you want, and of course you can do your search like name. I'll just do that driftwood, and what it's going to do is going to go search for any of those records in driftwood contains, and just hit the contain. It's just like any of your stuff's going to always have these filters here for you, so it's easy, quick, and you can use these for any type of searches. Okay, we'll leave that one in. I'll just hit save, and it's going to save it into that file. So now every time you look for that sample, it's always going to be there for you for the Owens Corning or whatever the product that you were using for the driftwood color. Now we're going to go into the products, and this is another drop-down menu. We do 20 at a time. This is actually whether you're using ice and water shield, any of the things that you use for products. You can always add photos, images, any type of information for each one. If you want to edit out of QuickBooks, whether you have it, customized for your own job or for your own software, you can add anything you want to these. You can customize it any way you want. And again, that images, you can bring in those images and go ahead and select the image that you like and just upload it to the file. It'll bring in the location of the file, the name of the file, and new shingle we'll call it, even though it's on trim coverage. But you can clean up your database anytime. I mean, you can do whatever you want and customize it any way you want. Hit the refresh button. It'll go ahead and bring that shingle sample in, and that'll be dedicated towards that. There's drop-down menus that you can scroll through and put it to a different supplier if you're using. We just load them in with QuickBooks through the one supplier. It's just a generic name. So once you tag them, you can go through and customize them to whatever product your vendor is, and that's how that works. Okay, now we're going to go through and take a look at the letters, which are linked to your QuickBooks. All to your customers. Like we're going to go ahead and take a look. There's templates here. You can add and customize templates. That's more of a generic type, embedded templates and that you can use for creating proposal acceptance and past due payments. All these can be set up, and I'm going to show you more on that when we get into the customers. Now the pick list, unit of measurements, this is for cases of square footage, any products that you use, and it's real easy to use. You can create one or you could edit it. We use square footage on our measurements, and we'll just hit cancel on this. You want to add a new record. This is going to be linked to your database, so no matter what you put in by the foot, whether you're measuring 100 square feet, however you categorize your products, you call it square, you call it linear foot, whatever you want for any of your measurements. Pretty straightforward. Event types. Now, when you go into these roofing estimates, and I'll show you what these are, adding a new record. What I like to do, because this goes into your calendar also, estimate. And I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to bring you back afterwards when we're going up. But you just kind of copy, paste, put the first and last name of the product, put them in both description. If you want to get really vague, or you can be advanced, if you want to go through and put some really serious event types in, you can. We just insert that in. I'll show you how these work later. Now the pick list for job status, whether it's sold or in progress, not completed, they don't want the job, or whatever the job status is, you can go ahead and edit that as well. Pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go down to estimate status. Now this is either accepted, pending, rejected. Either way, it's all going to link into your customer database. You'll see how that is afterwards. Job types. A lot of times we've got roofing, siding, windows, gutters, roof cleaning. Whatever you want. It's simple. Add the new records, put them in there. Pretty self-explanatory again. I'm just going through so in just in case you miss anything. Now your product categories, you can change these to whatever you want. I'm going to go in here and go to edit because we can add a new one in there. Product description. To me it looked like that word was spelled wrong, but that's okay. Product categories, you have roofing, any type of product category, whatever you're working with, whether it's rubberized, any of the shingles that you are working with. This gives you a little spell check, and hit save, update, and roofing products and services. Any of that stuff that's in there, it's all in there with the configuration. Letter categories, whatever you have. We had like the welcome letters, jobs. How about a thank you letter? Thank you letter is always nice. Thank you for meeting with us letters. That's always good. You can edit those all you want. Now we're going to go into the customers, and you're going to see how all this works. Now the customer search is the best. This is powerful stuff. Whether it's a phone number or zip code, you can look them up by streets. Like I've done some in Warwick Street. I just typed that in. W-A-R-W-I-C-K, I think, Warwick. Okay, we'll hit search on that. And just contains. You can either have it starts with, ends with, equal to, just contains, and it's going to go pull all the houses on Warwick Street. Of all those several thousand I have in there, either it's a first name, last name, town, city. I can do South Portland. It might have to be capitalized. Contains capitalized. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so it is cap sensitive. Make sure you just, if you're looking for something, it's great if you're looking for streets, the streets you're working on, any of these things that you're working with. Let me click on that. Contains, did I spell that right? I know I did. Oh, Warwick Street is not in South Portland, it's in Portland. So any jobs we've done in South Portland, you'll have, hundreds of these things. Let me delete that. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so what it's got to do, I got to refresh this. Take this and hit the refresh button, and it will link up to, let's go back to customers again. Let me do this again. I want to go to customer search. It doesn't like two of the same, so we'll just go to any South Portland. You want hundreds in South Portland, you get hundreds in South Portland. Here we go. Contains South Portland, Maine. How many have we done? Let's see, there's 15 to a page. There's so many of these. 537 items in South Portland. Whether it's a street that you're looking at, Dawson. here in South Portland. If you really want to get crafty with Dawson Street, it's going to go pull all the houses in Dawson Street. Zip phone number. Anybody, if you're doing a job, you can pull up your database on an iPad, a laptop. I use those little netbooks. Those work really nice. The Acer netbook, it's great. You can have a wireless printer, and you can actually use that for your customer. You can do a PowerPoint presentation, everything. Job search, if you got jobs in progress that you're working with. Estimate search. Once you start building some estimates in there, your calendar search, you can look for calendars search. We're going to get more into that afterwards. It's getting around 10 minutes again on this video. So that takes care of all those items that are in the suppliers, products, users, letters, pick list, and the configuration we already did. So coming up next is customers. We're going to go in and make up a customer job order. And we're going to go ahead and get into creating an estimate, printing an estimate, and putting one in the calendar. Okay, anyway, we'll see you in the next video.